Okay, I'm back. Man, I didn't even get to listen to my song. He's hard and heavy on this, man. We gotta cover some ground, he's saying. I'm like, okay, fine. What are we doing here? He's got me telling you about this. I'll start with my story. It's what he wanted me to tell you. And see, there came a time when my Chevy truck, or my father's Chevy truck, spun a bearing, and we was gonna have to change a bearing in it. Daddy had a long weekend coming, and we got it to the house. We didn't have a garage then, but what we did have is my daddy went and built this platform slash treehouse for us. He got some telephone poles that we cut and sunk in the ground, and built a little platform up top of it, and we could walk around on top of it. Um, it just happened to be wide enough we could roll the truck up underneath it. Problem was, it was the dead of winter, and it was pretty freaking cold. Uh, but he had an idea. He had an idea. See, down where he worked at, they had these big ass filters that they filtered the gluten out with, and when they were done, they got thrown away. And he brought one of them filters home. It was like one big ass canvas. Smelled to all smells. I mean, this thing stunk. But it was a lot of canvas material. And we draped it over top of that platform and made ourselves a little temporary hut. And we were able to pull the motor in that little conditions. It did suck though. It was so damn cold. It was so cold. We had to take the wrenches in when we went in to warm up. We took them in too because your hands don't stay warm very long if you got to grab cold wrenches. So you take the wrenches in with you and let them warm up while you warm up and get something in your belly, and then you go back out and work some more. Oh, that was brutal. That was brutal times, man. I'm telling you, I so felt like an Eskimo that 4-day weekend. We had to pull that motor out, lay it down on the ground, flip it over, find the bad connecting rod, and replace just that one bearing. That's all we did. Put the pan back on it, put it all back together, and put it back in the truck. And off and running we went. Like I said, my daddy was a clever when it came to working on equipment, and I wasn't too bad either. At that point in my life, I was getting it. I was figuring it out. And but I'll never forget that canvas. Oh boy, did that damn thing stink! Oh, oh, man, that little tent we were in, yeah, that stank. The cold. I mean, damn. Trust me, we get on the other side. I'm gonna hit that smell-o-vision. You will see what it was like inside there. I'll even give you the sensation of grabbing a wrench at friggin' 0 degrees outside. Because, it's bad enough to have to do that and do it when it's frozen. I mean, it's like, yeah, go ahead and put your tools in the freezer and let them sit there for a while. Then try to do a project with them. Yeah, that's what it was like, guys. Anyway, the part about the lesson that I got to cover is that little platform that he made up there. He had come across a bunch of 2x6s that they just had tore that something apart, and he knew they were good, and he brought them home. And problem is, he decided how this platform was going to be, and we commenced to making it. Turns out he came out a few boards short. If he'd just done a little bit more planning, he would have known what he had for supplies, and we wouldn't have had that big old gap on the other side of the platform up there for about a freaking year. Yeah, don't go over on that side. You'll fall out through. Yeah, you'll fall through. Don't walk on that side. And that's what we had to do. But eventually we did get that other side covered. And then a year or so later, we tore the whole damn thing down. You know, next thing you know, I got 4 poles sticking in the yard. Nothing on them, just them 4 poles. Yep. Daddy was a dreamer. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. It made no sense, but that, it was a thing. That's what it was. And as we go forward in these repair bills, all right, and these repair lists, we got to pay attention, okay? There's only so many supplies available, and every village in your area is going to be trying to get those supplies, okay? We can't start something that we got nothing to build with, all right? So coordinating this is going to be kind of important, all right? We don't need no half-done decks because we're waiting on wood. Or, the concrete, we're 3 weeks back on having a truck even come here, all right? Probably didn't need to make this right now. That kind of thing. We got to coordinate this, and that's coming from the top, all right? Bear in mind, people, these people want to get things done too. But that's part of what this 7 Days of Peace is about, is we got to know what the hell we got in supplies. Because the first thing they're going to have to do is get fired up. Okay, we're going to need some supplies. We're going to need a factory to make press board, all right? Or we're going to need some new equipment here because we can't start building until we got this up and running and a yard full of supplies for this. That kind of thing. So be patient, people. It may seem like you're just standing there, but there might be a reason for it, because you can't do step 3 without step 2 and 1 being covered first. And you won't know those, but they will. They'll know step 1 has to be done, and then step 2 needs to be done. Then we can go on to step number 3, and they'll give you the cue. Go, boys, go! All right? So keep that in mind. It's one of those things where, the top is, just imagine what they have on their desk and what they're going to have. I mean, these repair lists and all that, the supplies that they have and all the coordinating it's going to take. Yeah, them boys got their work cut out for them, okay? So give them a break, all right? Go plant flower, all right? We'll get back to you as soon as we need you, all right? All right, go plant flower. Yeah, all right. A tree. Yeah. There'll be things. We can figure out things to do. Get your ass out and clean the park. Park boys a break. Give them a hand. You see a repair that needs to be done in the park, talk to them and say, hey, you got somebody to cover that? Because if you don't, I'd like to paint it. What do you think? You never know. If you look hard enough, I guarantee you'll find a place to throw down. All right? But the big projects, let's wait for the big boys. All right? They'll tell you when and what to do. All right? Anyway, now I get to listen to my music and smoke my cigarette. Boss man's really whipping me today. And my mama's already told her, don't even try to move me until he gets here. I'm staying right here in front of this TV set until he gets here. And God knows not to mess with that bear.